Disc golf junkies get a new 9 holes to play under Pally Chair at A-Basin. Phil Lindeman, Krystal, 93 News. First, if noon felt blistering hot in Summit County, it was, reaching a high of 87 degrees in Dillon. That ties the record from 1939, while Silverthorne and Breckenridge were a few degrees cooler than their records. Yesterday, we reported on the $23,000 deficit between cost of living and teacher salaries in the Summit School District. But what solutions are in place to close the gap? Colorado schools get funds per student from the state. Funding increases by 9% this coming school year. In Summit, that translates to about $8,400 each for 3,500 students, or about $25.9 million total. State Representative Millie Hamner.
On top of that base per pupil funding, there's a pretty substantial factor weight that's allocated to districts that have the high cost of living.
Those extra dollars don't close the cost of living gap, but Hamner and local officials say Summit is ahead of the pack with mill levies and bonds to subsidize learning.
The higher cost of living school districts are more likely to successfully pass mill levy overrides.
Summit voters have passed multiple measures for education funding, including 4 mill levies for programs like technology and kindergarten, and bonds for the current Summit High School expansion. This coming school year, all district employees get a 4.5% pay raise, bringing first-year teacher salaries to $42,300, but still $20,000 short of our cost of living. Tonight is the local premiere of The Last Honey Hunter, an Oscar-qualifying short documentary from Colorado filmmaker Ben Knight. Knight's documentary tells the story of a small Nepalese village where one man is selected to scale cliffs in search of massive beehives and the valuable honey inside them. Knight says the film is immersed in the culture of the village and in only 30 minutes tells the story he wanted to tell. The film screens at 7 p.m. tonight at the Breckenridge Theater on Ridge Street as part of the Breckenridge Film Festival Summer Series. Cost is $12 at the door. Knight gives a Q&A afterwards and will show several other short documentaries. The same folks who run the lifts and groom the snow at Arapahoe Basin just opened a full 18 holes of disc golf.
You get to see the mountain in a different way, and because you have people who care about disc golf creating the course, they're going to create something that's fun and just a bit challenging.
That was Adrian Say-Isaac with A-Basin. The ski area opened 9 new disc golf holes this past weekend to pair with their 9 from last year. There's more vertical than the Frisco course there, but that's why you go to the basin.
So the back 9 actually spreads across toward the poly lift, which is really cool. You get to see some of the steeper runs that you ski during the winter season, but you get to hike along them now in the summer.
The course was designed by A-Basin employees, and now the ski area hosts a disc golf tournament on August 4th and 5th for singles and doubles. Register online at arapahoebasin.com. The Big Bad Triple Bypass Cycling Tour celebrates 30 years this Saturday when 3,500 cyclists ride from Evergreen to Avon over 3 mountain passes, Juniper, Loveland, and Vail. That's 10,000 vertical feet and 120 miles in one day. The complete triple bypass is full, but this year's ride includes a 75-mile double bypass starting in Georgetown and 30-mile single bypass starting at Copper Mountain. Register for those online at triplebypass.org. The event has raised $1.8 million since it launched in 1988. In sports, the Rockies open a series with the Diamondbacks tonight. First pitch is 6:40. And in local sports, brought to you by Wilderness Sports, the next race in the Summit Trail Running Series is tomorrow, Wednesday, at Baker's Tank on Boreas Pass. Register online for $27 and see course maps at BreckenridgeRecreation.com. Phil Lindeman, Krystal, 93 News.